Happy New Year from Proverbs 27:9 Fragrances. Today we're going to be doing first impressions on the new fragrances from Michael Malul London and Gent Scents. All right, guys. Happy New Year to everyone. I was hoping to have like a new set and everything for the new year, but looks like for the time being it's going to be the same old setup. But we're going to be doing some different things this year, and thought it'd be kind of special today to review some. Well, one is not a brand new fragrance; it was a 2021 release, and then two 2022 releases from the person I consider the best fragrance YouTuber, and that's Ash from Gent Scents. He's going to be joining us today, and so we're going to be getting into his fragrances. Go ahead and like and share the video and do all those things that helps us. If you're a returning subscriber, we say thank you so much, but if you're new to the channel, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you got the notifications turned on. That way you're notified every time we upload this sweet smelling fragrance related content. All right, so without any further ado, here is Ash from Gent Scents. Yay! He's going to be kind of quiet today because I'm going to be reviewing his fragrances here. And so he had a video the other day where he was giving away fragrance samples. He was talking about how you could get samples for $15, and he had a giveaway. And so I joined the giveaway, and then immediately also went on Michael Malul's website to see if I could purchase them, because I didn't figure I'd win the giveaway. I didn't keep up with the community tab, and I think I might have won the giveaway but missed it because I didn't respond. I know the winner was somebody named John, which, I mean, that could be a lot of people, but I just feel like I won it. But it's okay, because that very same day I ordered the fragrances. I don't know why I did that, but anyways, here they are. They come each individually in their own little blue, black, and brown satchels. And so I'm going to be doing my first impressions. I've never smelled any of these. I recently did a trip to Orlando, and I passed several perfume manias, several fragrance outlets, never went in, which is unusual for me and pretty much any frag head. But I was like, I didn't ask for any fragrances for Christmas this year. I did buy a couple fragrances while I was there. I wound up buying Ferragamo's Uomo because I found it for, a good deal in a rack store. And by the way, the rack stores in Orlando are amazing. Orlando, Florida is a great place to shop. They've got several really good outlet malls with pretty much most of the designers that you're going to get on Rodeo Drive or on Fifth Avenue. I mean, Gucci and Prada, and some of my favorites is Lacoste and Vineyard Vines. Had some really good places there. Let me pause the video for just a second. Anyways, the outlet malls there in Orlando are amazing. A lot of great shopping. Got some great deals. But the discount store, the discount retailers like TJ Maxx, Ross, Michaels, or not Michaels, Marshalls, those stores blew my mind with how many fragrances they had. I went into I believe it was a Ross that had more fragrances than probably what Perfume Mania had. But anyways, I was saying that to say that if I had walked into Perfume Mania or Fragrance Outlet, I could have smelled all three of these fragrances, but I didn't know they were selling there. So, but anyways, I was glad to get on and purchase them. 15 mils for $15 is a great deal. And, if I don't find one here that I'm absolutely in love with, 15 mils will last a long time. It's a lot of juice. But if I do find one of them that I love, I've got enough here that I can wear it for a while, while I order me a bottle. All right. So, Ash is over here in the corner watching on, and we are going to just go through these. I think I'll just go through them in the order that they're up here, because actually, here's what I'm thinking. I'm thinking Blue Ridge, I'm going to like it. It's supposed to be a fresh blue, mass appealing fragrance. So it's probably going to be nothing to dislike about it, unless it's too sweet, maybe. But again, I have come around to sweeter fragrances, so I don't think that'll be a problem. Jet Black Enigma, I don't really know what to expect from it. But for whatever reason, I just feel like it being his first fragrance is probably going to be pretty mass appealing too. And then Terra Nova is the one that I am probably the most intrigued by, because I think it's either going to be love or hate. I don't really have anything to base it on other than just, watching Ash talk about it a little bit. But, in my mind, Terra, Earth, so I'm expecting it to be earthy, dirty, maybe a little bit like, I don't know, maybe Terre de Hermes, with, I know it's going to have some citruses and some things to go with it. I'm expecting it just to be kind of a citrusy, earthy, patchouli-based fragrance, and sometimes I like those and sometimes I don't. So I'm going to do them in that order. All right, so let's go with Blue Ridge first, and see how the atomizer. Very, very nice presentation, by the way. You can see there, it's a 15 mil. These are eau de parfum. It's a heavy duty. Look at the glass at the bottom. The bottle's very heavy for a sample or a travel style spray. Let's see what the pressurized atomizer on a travel spray. So, all right, and so exactly what I was expecting. Lots of citruses in the opening. This is Blue Ridge. I've spent a lot of time in the Smoky Mountains, which is where Ash from Gent Sense lives, from the best I can tell from his videos. He's a Tennessee man and lives over there close to the Smokies somewhere, which are attached and adjacent to the Blue Ridge Mountains of, I believe, West Virginia. This smells like something I either have or have almost had. A lot of citrus. Very, very, very mass appealing. Definitely a blue fragrance. It's got a little of a fruity, a fruit other than the citrus fruit. There's a little something, a little fruity bite in there. A lot of lavender, which I love. Sorry about that. Been trying to fix my audio problem, so I'm working with a new microphone today, and I just knocked it off. Okay, so at least at the opening, I don't know how it's going to transition. We'll come back and do full reviews in the next few weeks. But in the opening, very citrusy, bright blue, mass appealing, Ambroxan. Smells like, what is that? It's either a Versace or a Y. Yeah, it smells like Y. It's darker than the Eau de Toilette. Maybe the Eau de Parfum or the... It's definitely not as rich and as deep as the Le Parfum. In the initial opening, I would say it's somewhere in the middle between Y Eau de Toilette, Y Eau de Parfum, a little bit like Versace Pour Homme. It's kind of dancing between a light blue and a dark blue fragrance. So in the opening, at least, you could wear this in the heat of the summertime. When you would wear light blue or Mental Fresh or Versace Pour Homme or something of that nature. I'm thinking maybe as it dries down and transitions, if there is a transition, it'll get a little deeper, a little richer, a little more woody, and it'll make it, a year-round type fragrance. But I will say this, it's bland as far as there's nothing jumping out and just being like, whoa, but it just smells really good. So that would be a very good, easy reach type of fragrance. All right, so next we're going to go to Jet Black Enigma. And again, same presentation, which is very lovely. Eau de Parfum concentration, 15 ml. Spray this. I'm going to do all these on skin. Did you see that? What a great atomizer on a travel spray. That's amazing. Pressurized atomizer. Wow, a lot of aromas in the air. That is Oud Noir from Versace. Or at least very similar to it. There is some cardamom in the top. I love cardamom. A lot of spices here. This is it's spicy, but it's not a real pungent, sharp spiciness. It's not like Spice Bomb spicy, but there's a lot of spices. So it's very smooth. It's much more smooth than Spice Bomb, but yet there's a lot of spices going on here. Some pepper maybe, smells a lot in the opening like Versace Oud Noir, which I love. That's fine. Let me grab my bottle right quick. And I will just kind of not put this on my skin. I know it's not a real good comparison probably, but yeah, that's a lot of like. Which is good because I like that fragrance. Didn't like this fragrance when I first bought it, but I really, really, really like it now. And Jet Black Enigma smells a lot like it. So, oud definitely. A lot of oud in the base. It's a good fruity, sweet oud. It's not a stanky, rank oud. And just a lot of spices in the top. It's really smooth. It's really well blended. What I can tell you about both of these fragrances so far is they smell high quality. I know these have a little bit of a premium price. They're somewhere in the $120 range to $150, which puts them in the Zaharoff price range. So the lower end, not the lower, there's some niche fragrance houses that are selling their fragrances for, you can buy them for $60, $80, $100. These are more in the $120 to $150 range, which kind of puts them in Zaharoff range. Zaharoff is super high quality, and so these are more designer based fragrance. I don't know who Michael Malul is. They may be a fashion designer. I'm assuming it's just a niche, they just make fragrances. The quality is really good here. I would say the quality is like a high-end designer. I'd say it's on par with Versace and above. They smell like a very high quality Versace fragrance. Basically, the first two so far. Like them both. Very easy for either one to wear. Everybody could wear this. Frag heads would all like and wear this, unless you're like really super, frag. Yeah, I don't know. I ain't gonna say nothing ugly there. All right, let's get the last one here, and again, we're just doing first impressions today. This is the one that I was most intrigued by because I knew, again, I thought I would probably like both of these, and I do. They're both very good, very easy wear. Again, this one, everybody, the most mass appealing. This one, a little more lends probably to the frag heads a little more, but I still think it smells good enough that even novices could wear it. Again, I don't know what they do in the transitions. We'll do those on another video. But Terra Nova is the one that I was the most intrigued by because I think it's either going to be love or hate. Eau de Parfum, 15 ml, same presentation, and I'm expecting the same pressurized. Look at that. Isn't that awesome? Okay, so in the air, first blast. I'm liking that a lot more than I thought I would. Again, I thought love or hate. Well, I guess it's exactly what I thought because from first spray, I love it. That smells really good, but not what I was expecting. Okay. Let me let this settle down for a minute before I start talking because I'm having some initial thoughts. Okay. This is a very, very good, very easy to wear fragrance too. To me, not comparing them side by side, it smells like a little bit greener version of Terre de Hermes with some other facets layered in there. Definitely a bright, citrusy opening, lemony, lemon-leaning citruses, so that tells me it's probably lemon or bergamot or both. But there's a greenness in there that I like. Again, I like green fragrances. There's something in there that's a little pungent in a good way. I do believe there's some patchouli in there, and I think Ash is a big fan of patchouli. This has something in it that's a little salty, which I was not expecting at all. I don't know what it is. How do I describe this one to you? The easiest way is it is I don't know, if you took a Terre de Hermes and blued it up a little bit, maybe. That's what's throwing me so much. I was expecting, Terra Essence, or what's the Vince Calmuti fragrance, Terra something. And I smelled that one day and wasn't a huge fan of it, but I know Ash really liked it. But this isn't a challenging fragrance at all in my mind. From what I'm getting off the opening, at least, it's very citrusy. It's green. It's a little earthy. I mean, it is earthy. And that's why I'm comparing it to Terre de Hermes. Terre de Hermes has that dry, earthy vetiver. It has that kind of dirty orange. It's very earthy. It's a little green. This is more green. So it tells me there's something in it that's giving it a green kick, like petitgrain or something like that. But in the background, it also kind of has a blue vibe to it. Wow, smells great though. So, Ash, you did a good job if what you wanted to do is make money and sell fragrances. I know a lot of YouTubers doesn't seem to want to do that. And they put out, very challenging things. Or not even so much YouTubers, but just fashion houses in general. A lot of times the niche houses if they're putting out 3 fragrances, one of them typically it's going to be a stinker, but no stinkers here. These are all 3 really good, and they're all pretty different. You've got straight traditional blue fragrance here. You've got a warm, spicy, woody, very easy to wear oud fragrance here. And then here you've got just a bright citrusy but green and earthy. How would I describe this one? I guess a woody citrusy fragrance. And to be honest with you, I'm not sure that Terra Nova is not my favorite out of the bunch. Yeah, I think it definitely is. If I was going to put it, I'd say favorite. And then these two, they're all really good. Let me see. I would definitely wear, I'm going to put them in the way I would wear them. Order of most to least. And I thought this one would definitely be there. But I have a lot of fragrances like this. Again, it smells a lot like Versace, Pour Homme, YSL. Really, it smells a lot like Y. And let me hold on. Let me just grab my Y EDT here. And make sure that's what I'm thinking of. Yeah. It smells a lot like YSL. The eau de parfum. It's a little richer. It's a little deeper than the eau de toilette. But honestly, it's just kind of in the middle. Like I said a while ago, it kind of dances in between being a light blue and a blue fragrance. It's definitely not a dark blue like Y Le Parfum. So I think that is the order from wearability. And I did not think that Terra Nova would be the one that I think. But now I'll say this, as far as mass appealing wearability for the masses, I think that would be the order. All 3 good, all 3 high quality. Presentation and atomizers on at least the travel sprays are amazing. I'm sure it's the same on the full, size bottles. So I don't think you're going to be disappointed unless you're just really looking for something super complex, something like that. Here, if you like Y by YSL, you're going to like that. This is the one that's harder to nail down, but it's in that Terre de Hermes ballpark, and this one smells a lot like Versace Oud Noir. All 3 really good. Gent Sense and Michael Malul, Ash, they all did a good job on this. The perfumers did a great job. High quality, well blended. I think they're adequately priced, but they all smell great, and that's the thing about it. So, Happy New Year to you all. There's going to be some changes to the channel coming up in the next year. I don't know what it's going to be yet, really. I went from doing, when the channel first started, which was about a year and a half ago. I had like 10 subscribers forever, and so I would just put out videos here and there. Then I started picking up a little bit of just want to. I was getting a lot of fragrances, and I thought whether anybody's watching these or not, I'm going to put out videos. And what is really unique about my channel is that per subscriber, I have very strong numbers. For a channel that has just between 300 and 400 subscribers, I get a lot of views per subscriber. Like, I'll put my numbers up there against a lot of. In fact, most of the YouTubers that are 1,000 or less, my channel outperforms them. I got 340 subscribers, and I'm getting more views than a lot of channels with 1,000 subscribers or more. But anyways, it's still, it's taken a lot longer. I mean, I'm not even to 500 yet. I really thought I'd be over 1,000 by now. So I backed off, and I'm just doing a video a week. I'm going to do more than one video a week when I finally get rolling in the next year, but not sure, what it all will entail. Here's what I want from you guys. Leave me a comment. Let me know, especially you guys that watch my channel all the time. Let me know what do you want to see from me? What do you like about this channel that it makes you keep coming back and watching? And what would you like to see more of? I don't mind if it's just the same, pretty much 30 viewers every time. I'll cater to you guys. I'm having a good time. Tell me what you want to see, and we'll try to make it happen. Is it lists? Is it comparisons? Is it just single fragrance reviews? Let me know. So, Happy New Year. Likes, comment, subscribe, do all those things. And until we see you down the road, we'll say God bless. Frag on, Frag fam.